Back again with another video here with some models that I built through the years. I had forgotten about the original series, but before we go on, hey, bear with me. I've noticed after I've been uploading these videos and they get processed through YouTube and stuff, I've noticed it seems like the video gets ahead of the vocals, the sound. That's the first time you play it back. I usually play them back to check it out, make sure I'm happy with it and stuff. I do these with my cell phone. I don't do any kind of editing. I'm not into all that, stuff and that. I do have another camera, SLR style camera that does 80 and stuff, but I'm just doing the videos with my cell phone. For me, that's good enough. I'm more into the modeling than I am into the editing and doing the fancy introductions and, maybe sound in the background and stuff. So, bear with me if you notice that it's gotta have something to do with YouTube or something, but I've been noticing when I play the video back for the first after it gets uploaded and processed that it seems like the voice, the video gets ahead of the sound and stuff. So I don't want to redo every video again either, and that. So hopefully it's just the first time I play them back. If it is an ongoing issue every time you watch the video, just understand them, and it might be something with YouTube when they process it or something. And but I'm trying to do the best I can and stuff, and I'm just trying to show off a bunch of models that I've used, and a lot of them haven't. I haven't done bases for them. They're sitting in boxes, and I'm finally getting around. I've got time where I'm not doing any major nothing. Most everything I've got is finished. That I had to build a stash. It's like something new comes out, I go out and buy it, and I got time to work on it. I got a whole stash full of models on shelves. Where I can build hundreds of times. At one point it was where I had several kits going on, and like when I did the last video with the Enterprise A and the Excelsior, I built those two kits side by side. Stuff was drying on one, I was decaling the other one, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I did the original series. I have got some model kits of that, and I'll be doing another after this one of some other stuff that I've got that I need to make bases for. But basically I got original series Enterprise here. And like I said, bear with me. I'm waiting for these videos to upload too. I'm working on a base for one of my other shit that I got all lit and everything. So this is my my original series. And bad me, I'd done all the seam work except for the pylons. We all makes, my bad. So I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be a professional model builder by any means. I try to do the best I can and cover every little area I can, but yep, I haven't done the seams on this one, and the next one's going to be kind of the same. For some reason I did everything as far as the secondary hull, the nacelles and all that, but forgot to do the seams on the pylons. So to me, it's still good enough. It's it's not like it's going in a show and competing for $1 million or something like anyway, that's my original series Enterprise. I use a Gull Gray, flat Gull Gray for my I think it looks like a pretty decent representation of it. And then I do the front of the neck with a I think it's called Hellblau or something. It's grayish green and stuff. That's the same way I did my big 350 one. Other than the and I like to weather these ones from the original series. I use Past to do the rust band, and I just use some light black chalks to do the on there. And you can see a little bit of bluish on there. Picked that up off of the decals, the weathering decals that come up with the 50 and all that. And when they did redo the ship in the Smithsonian, there actually was that bluish effect on the original filming model, which the top of the saucer was supposed to be accurate. It's just that they went to town and did a really bad number on. But anyway, all in all, pretty good kit by AMT by Polar Lights 2. I think this is more accurate original series Enterprise kits that's out there and stuff. The saucer not having any grid lines. The bottom, they just have those rings and don't have no grid panels on the bottom and stuff. So I think a lot of guys accepted this as a really great representation. It is small at 1/1000, but what's nice about it, it's easier. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space and stuff if you want to have a whole bunch of models out together and stuff. For my nacelle end caps, it's a clear pad with the dome that goes over it, And what I do is I paint those with my clear, and then I go over them with turn signal amber. It's the little jar of testers, the turn amber, and it gives it that orange tint. And then I leave the domes clear. In this case, I just dull coated them when I dull coated the rest of the model and stuff. But my original series and all that. And I ended up buying the Space Seat Edition one. Since I already had a regular Enterprise, I decided to do this. I forgot which pilot this was, but the different bridge on there and all that. And it's got the different end caps second in the cells. It's got those little antennas sticking out of the front end of the cells. And I did the same thing. I did the clear red, and then with the turn signal amber over it, gives it that little orange glow to it. And then I didn't coat the I didn't dull coat the front end of the cell, the end caps, the dome. Just left them glossy and stuff. But I think that the way I paint those up and it comes orange effect looks pretty good, like they're almost like they're lit up and stuff. And the same thing again. This one I weathered heavily and all that. I do the streaks on the nacelles, the secondary hull. Other than that, the ship colors, the base colors I use, all the same color, the gall gray, the tester spray can, and then the same with that, the front edge of the neck I did with that Hellball, which is like a green color, and that, and then my deflector dish I just do with the brass and stuff. Did some weathering on the other underside and stuff, and this one I think I added a little bit of rust belt on the underside too. But anyways, I need to make bases. Oh, do with these kits, they got those goofy stands with the two little prongs that go in there, and what I do is I put them in. I cut them little the mounting tips off, and I glue them in those holes smooth. And what I do is I drill a hole, and when I put the secondary, and I insert a piece of styrene tubing, and then I use brass. I'll be using brass rod for my base, even though they're not lit up. I use the brass rod. Guys, Ace Hardware. I pick up brass rod, all different diameters. K&S, which they sell the same brand in the hobby shops. It's by K&S. Here's a piece of it right here. I was going to show you this one next anyway. It's by K&S. It comes in like, I think it's a foot. They're in packages, a single piece. Some of the smaller diameters, you get 2 or 3 in a package. You got all different diameters of the brass rod, and I use the bigger, heavier duty stuff for my like big kits because of the weight and stuff and the support. But they also carry, I believe it's 3 foot lengths, or two. I think it's 3 foot lengths they carry, where you can make several stands and stuff. But I'll use this because I can cut it to different lengths and all that. And a lot of them kit ones, they're so short, it's almost like they're sitting on the top and stuff. So check your local Ace Hardware. I haven't seen it any place else but Ace Hardware. They also carry. Like when I did the video on my aircraft carrier, I had a couple of them fighter planes in and taken off from the deck. They were away from the ship. They got all different thicknesses of piano wire for stat. They got solid, they got aluminum tubing. They got solid rod. They got copper tubing, which is kind of soft compared to the brass. They down in size, you can even get brass rod as small as I think like a 32nd, down maybe a little smaller than that, but yeah, if you don't have a hobby shop in the area, like I said, the Ace Hardware is only 12 miles from home. Closest hobby shop from in a Hobby Lobby is like 80 miles or that. So my Ace Hardware very helpful in my model, and they asked me what I use it for. So I usually take pictures of models and show them this is what I'm using it for, and that's the purpose it serves. So they think it's kind of cool that their hardware store has turned into my local hobby shop. So. But anyway, I just thought I'd share it with a gentleman that's building an Arizona ship, and he's looking for some kind of type of small solid wire that'll hold it. He broke his rudder off the bottom, so. But I thought so. Anyway, getting back to the models, this is the Klingon battle cruiser, and it's done up. I mixed my own purple in that for it. I used white, and I just added a couple drops of Testors purple to it. Till I got the shade I wanted, kind of matched the box art, and the same with the green, and I just kept lightening it up. I got the right shade of green that I wanted, kind of like a minty green and stuff. That's the Klingon battle cruiser, the 1000 from around. And last one I got here is the Romulan Warbird. I think, no, not the Warbird, the Romulan battle, they call it and stuff. The 1/1000 scale. This was a nice kit. This is a lot nicer. Their big 650th one that they had. It's got the correct molding and stuff. The different stepped out on the hull and stuff like that, pattern and stuff. And what I did, the little windows, I just dabbed them with a toothpick, either black or white. Makes them look like they're darker and stuff. I used a clear green on the end caps, and then I dull coated them. I did have trouble with the bird decal bottom. It did crack. It's very, very brittle, and it does really lay. I mean, I had to get that hull super slick with a clear coat before that decal really wanted to stick. It wanted to keep coming up and all that. It split somewhere along one of the wings on one side, but I did get it to blend back in real. Once I dull coated it, you couldn't even tell. There's a little area there that it kind of sliced me and part fell off and stuff, washed away. But other than that, and I did some weathering streaks on the nacelles and that, and then in the main hull and all that, and along the front and stuff. So it's a pretty cool little kit. I was like it and stuff, and I got my whole series of 1/1000th original series to do up on a stand and everything, and I'll get to that. And like I said, the Enterprise that I did as one of the pilot series, it was the space seat version. This space seat here, I got one of the tabs, one of the wing back, the back of the deal broke off in the bag, so I got to glue it on sometime. I got to do some weathering on here. But what I'm thinking is this wouldn't be too hard to scratch build. I'd like to try to scratch build one in 350 Enterprise. I got tons of styrene, sheet styrene, all different thickness to like a 16th or better thick and stuff, so it'd be pretty solid. And it would be something that'd probably be pretty easy to scratch build, I think, because the body does have, it's not perfectly round. It has got like 6 sides to it. Probably start out with a wood dowel for the main part of this body, and then some styrene to make up the cone for it, the nose cone and everything. And that in the center, that big boxed out area, that would be pretty easy with some just sheet styrene. And then it's got some panels on it like there, just like some thinner sheet styrene over that, and settle it down with my salt. Set my plastic all cement, the dorsal and stuff, all that. This would be something, probably be an easy project. So I'm kicking it around. And I don't know if it was lit at all. I got to check out on the internet. But if it was, excuse me, if it did happen to it, it would be pretty easy to light too. So, but I thought it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool if I built something in 350 scale, and it's not hard to take some measurements and compare the size ships themselves, and then just blow this one up to the correct proportions and everything. So, it's down the line, maybe over the winter when there's nothing better to do. But I got a bunch to make bases for and put on display. So, but anyway, I do still have that. Anyway, for now, excuse me again. Hope you my models that I've been building. I got one more video to do with a bunch of stash. It's actually built. It's sitting in a container, waiting to have little stands made for it. I'm gonna probably just show those off and everything, lay them out here and all that. And but anyway, I enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of the models I built. I had fun doing them all, and these are kits too. Even if you never build the bigger scale, these kits to put on display. And I did light one of these small Enterprises just for the hell of it. I think I used Christmas tree lights, LEDs from the string lights, and I hooked them up to 3 volts. That way I did about resistors and stuff. I did drill out all the windows, and I did the top of the hull where it's got the side and stuff, and it came up pretty decent. It was nice. It was hogging out plastic on the inside, especially on the secondary hull, but I think way or something. But that was many years ago, and it was kind of like practice, how lighten up a bigger model and stuff. And I just wanted to see how it worked. And I think I took a Klingon battle cruiser too. I did lighting on there and stuff, and that one didn't turn out so. That's why I didn't keep either one of them. So, but anyway, till the next time, you guys care. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting some the nice comments you guys been leaving me. I do the same back to you guys because I enjoy looking at other people too and seeing what they do and getting ideas and sharing ideas and different techniques and all that. Until the next time, you guys all take care. Have a great rest of the day. Happy modeling. Bye.